up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about the second book in the Aftermath trilogy by Chuck Wendig, Life Debt. So, right off the bat, first thing I want to say is you can 100% skip the first book in this trilogy, which is Aftermath. I don't know if you guys saw my other video, but that book is a hot mess. It's really bad. It's very hard to get through, and honestly, it's so draining that it made me not want to continue on with the series, but I knew that there was some good things later on. I'm like, I just have to hold on. I just have to get through this book. Well, I can tell you that, like, right when I started Life Debt, it was very obvious to me that you can 100% skip Aftermath and be totally fine. Everything that you need to know is summarized pretty well. This book is like almost completely different. For a second, I thought it was a different author because like the pacing is so much better, the way everything is set up just flows a lot better, the way the characters are introduced, the way that they're fleshed out, it just all makes so much more sense. So like you will miss in Aftermath just some setup because really that book is just setting you up to where you're at in the time period, who these characters are, where we're going to be going. But you don't need it at all because this book just makes so much more sense. You can 100% start here. So if you by any means see Aftermath or try Aftermath, you're like, this book isn't for me, skip it. Start with Life Debt. So much better. But anyway, this book, for those of you guys who don't know, there's a lot that happens here. I'm gonna try to summarize the plot for you, but again, like there's still a lot going on here. There's still a lot of issues with this book, but it is so much better. For the most part, we are centered in like on our new little squad here. We've got Nora Wexley, we've got Sinjir, we've got Timon, all of those awesome people. They are going to rescue Han Solo. So in Aftermath, for like a second, we saw that him and Chewbacca were off to Kashyyyk. They were going to try to liberate the Wookiees from the Empire. They go missing and they don't come back for a while. Leia's very worried about them, but she can't get the New Republic to go and help him, so she tasks Nora and her team to go. And what's interesting here is that we do get a lot more characterization from our new squad. I really feel like we have more of an understanding of who these characters are. We get a lot of Leia, we get a lot of Han, like it's super great. I really feel like we get a better understanding of where the New Republic is at, what their footing actually is. Like they are very new and they are trying to set up a galaxy-wide government, which is very hard. So the politics make a little bit more sense in this book. We also get more from Ray Sloan, who at this point is pretty much the head of what's left of the Empire. She has control of their navy, which basically makes her like in charge, but there's this other little shadowy, mysterious figure like coming in on the horizon named Rax, who is like, nah, I'm gonna be the Emperor and I'm gonna like slowly push you away and then just like shove you off a cliff, and it's great. Like the way that this book goes makes so much more sense. I was very into it and everything just felt like, oh, okay, like I understand this now, because clearly this book came out before lots of other Star Wars books throughout the timeline. But going all the way back to the beginning, I can finally see like, oh, like this is where this thread goes, and oh, this is where this one goes, and I can like draw lines between this one to like Life Debt, to Bloodlines, to what's going on in The Force Awakens. It's really awesome, and I'm really excited to see where we're gonna go next. I do know that everything is like building towards this final battle on Jakku, but I'm really excited to see like how we're gonna get there, what it's gonna do to these characters. I really do feel more attached now to Nora, to Timon, who's Snaps, to Sinjir. Like what all are they doing? Like I really want to know more about how we're setting up the New Republic, and that's what this series was supposed to do. This book succeeds everywhere that Aftermath failed, and it makes me so happy that it does get better. So I am giving this book a B+. There are still problems. There are still way too many characters. There's still way too much going on, but it is reined in a little bit more. I feel like the pacing was done a little bit better. And there was kind of something weird with the female characters. Like at first I didn't think anything of it, but it just kept happening and it just kind of stood out to me as kind of a red flag. I'm not going to necessarily talk about what it is because all it really was this weird feeling I got from the way that they were written. But overall, this book so much better than Aftermath. You can 100% start here, and I am really excited to see where we're going next in the series. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for you today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!